obviously there's a raft of risks that investors face today, and many are known and have been utilised for many years. We think that something like climate risk is essential as part of that whole overall process. Incorporating data, incorporating insights that are ESG related should be built into the process right alongside traditional investment metrics. So when you're thinking about investing, and when we at BlackRock think about investing from the perspective of our active portfolios, ESG is now integral. It is part of the process. It's one of the boxes that we must tick when we think about what we're going to do if we would invest in a company. And that's not just for sustainable investment portfolios. That's for every type of investment we have from an active point of view. When we think about it from the index point of view, well, it's about choice. So we want to give investors choice around, am I happier, and comfortable investing in what is a traditional market cap index like S&P 500, S&P ASX 200, or do I want to take on, and I believe in around that climate risk like we do, and I want to invest in a more sustainable type investment process, that has screened out some of those companies that I don't believe in. So I think that choice is important. And I think it really goes back to this idea around that risk being integral to the process. So if it's risk, does it then provide better investment returns in the future? And we have seen some data, we have seen some case studies around the resilience that sustainable portfolios have had through things like COVID, or even over a longer period of time around, yes, they have been potentially more resilient and likely, depending on, again, the foreseeable future around things like governance, the chance to outperform in the long term as well. BlackRock's taken a really strong approach to this, and I think there's a couple of key areas. I think we can think about what BlackRock as a company is doing, but BlackRock as a fiduciary, what we do and what we're passionate about is managing the money of clients. We don't invest our own money; we're investing clients' money. And as many investors would know, we have a large index investing capability at BlackRock through the iShares business. So we're bestowed a really powerful sort of role here. And what that role entails is talking to companies about really, advancing the long-term, and I'll reiterate that, the long-term economic interests, because again, we're a fiduciary. We want to make sure that our investors are getting that long-term return. So, we will vote, and we will be transparent around how we vote with certain companies. And we want to, even outside of those votes, engage companies to focus on their governance, to focus on their sustainability risks. Because again, we believe that those risks are built into the process and they will generate longer term financial returns that are better for our clients. So I think that's certainly one component. If I think about BlackRock in general, we, as you might have read through Larry's letter in 2021, so earlier this year, are supporting the transition to net zero by 2050. It's important to us as a business, not just from the investment products we have, but us as BlackRock. So we're doing a range of things that we think are important to help our investors and our clients get there. So, for example, we're going to publish things like temperature alignment metrics for all our public equity and bond funds. We're going to give our clients who utilize our Aladdin software, many institutional clients, access to climate objectives. We're going to scrutinize more of our portfolios around climate. And then back to that earlier point around voting, we're going to ask companies that we invest in, what's their business plan? What are they doing to get to net zero by 2050? And then from a BlackRock point of view, we need to be accountable as well. There's no question. So we're going to report, and we're going to be transparent around what's our environmental impact, how we govern. We're going to disclose all that information to you.